Hey Kedz! Welcome back to Chelley&Nay, where you know when we're on.
It's poppin'! And if you're new to our channel, welcome.
As you know, it's Tea Time Tuesday, so we got our teas all ready. Today's topic is from one of our Kedz. We always like to choose the topics from you Kedz, so let us know what you want us to talk about. Today we will be discussing, can men and women, or boys and girls, or whatever you want to say, just be friends?
But before we dive way deep into this, guys, don't forget to like this video, drop us a comment, and subscribe to our channel, of course.
Don't forget to hit the bell if you're nasty, and don't forget to
tell your besties, guys. Let them know about Chelley&Nay.
So let's just get right into it, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I think this video is going to be short and sweet because the answer is yes, duh. Men and women can be just friends. It's 2020, let's get it together, people.
I feel that strongly, Chelley. But I do have to say, I simply just feel like it really depends on what your intentions are with that person. If you're a female and you broke up with your male partner and you're looking to really just be on a strict friend basis because you guys get along, great, good for you guys. I think it's wonderful and it's healthy to do that. Like you said, Chelley, it's 2020. If we can't get it together and just be normal, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yes, men and women can just be friends. I will say it 100,000 times, and like Nay said, it all depends on the intention. And it all comes back down to communication, something that we always talk about that's very important. Communication is important in all types of relationships, boo things, family, friendships, whatever you're doing, all the ships. It's very important to have communication. I think both of us can say that from experience because we both have male friends that we've had for a while. And I don't want to hear any BS about, oh, well, you have a girlfriend or you're into girls, so it's easier for you to say, I like what I like, okay? So I've had the same male best friend since I was 14. We've been friends since we were 14. And 14 years later, hello, we're still best friends.
Yeah.
Again, the intentions have to be clear. It's an awkward conversation to have, but I personally have had it with a couple of my male friends, and it's not to say that I'm some prize or some amazing thing or person. It's just that I need to make it clear that, hey, I just want to be friends, so if you have the same intentions, we can do this. I literally have that conversation, and I'm also just a weird person, so I'm just like that. I know it's harder for some people to just have a conversation, but at the end of the day, that's what you have to do. And if you wanna know what's good, is just have the conversation, because it's not fair to you or to that person, male or female, whatever. It's not fair for one person to have one intention of being friends and the other to have feelings and gets messy and all this nonsense. So I would just say communicate what's good, communicate what you want, communicate what you don't want. If the other party is okay with that, you guys can move forward. And if not, then you have to reconsider that person being in your life. And once again, I can say it from experience because I've had these conversations before. I've actually said, hey, if you're looking for anything more than friendship, it's not gonna happen. Not in 10 million years, so let me know what's good. All I'm gonna say is honesty is the best policy. That's the other part to this whole situation, is that each party needs to be completely honest. You can't say, oh yeah, I'm fine with being friends, but you still have the intention in the back of your mind that you want more, or that you're trying to do more, you know? So it's not going to work in anybody's favor if there's any lying going on, any sneakiness going on, any shadiness going on. You have to communicate with full honesty. And then yes, you guys can be friends.
Absolutely. Just kind of piggybacking off of what Chelley said, it's really just about setting your boundaries and then respecting the other person's boundaries as well. So obviously, as Chelley said, if someone's like, hey, nothing more than friendship, and you're like, okay, like sure, but then you're still trying to do your due, like, no, that's disrespectful, and then that's gonna push that person away, obviously. Like, they're not gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep you in my life even though you keep disrespecting my boundaries. Like, no. Like, honestly, you guys, again, 2020, lay out your boundaries and make sure they understand. And if they don't, I mean, goodbye. Like, simple as that. And you have to understand that if someone's choosing to not have you in their life because you are disrespecting their boundaries, then that's tough. Tough for you. Like, either respect it or get out. You know what I mean? So,
and I want to touch on something you said, because some people will keep their friend, male or female, in their lives for that comfort, for that companionship, for that safety, security factor, and that's not okay. You need to be fair to that person and to yourself. If your friend, male or female, wants more than a friendship, and you know that, and you decide to keep them in your life because, oh, nothing's gonna happen, or whatever it is, that's still not fair to them, because you're giving them hope that something more can come of your friendship, and that's not fair. You're being very selfish if you do that. Don't do that. That's just something that I have to put out there, because a lot of people do that. They will say, well, I just want to be friends or whatever, but then they'll accept the, you know, the more than friendship attention from their friend, and then when it gets too much, when they get to that crossing boundaries, they'll go, whoa, what are you doing? We're just friends. But you're allowing other things to happen because of your selfish needs. And I get it, we're all human. We like the attention sometimes. We like the comfort, the security, the, hey, we're bored, I can hit you up, I can hang out with you, I'm comfortable with you. But you need to let that person go. You just need to not be in their lives if you both want different things, if you both have different intentions, because once again, it's not fair. Just to add on to this lovely topic, if you do happen to have a friend or best friend of the opposite sex, and you are genuinely just best of friends, brother and sister, and then you start dating someone who is not okay with that person, you might want to take a look at that situation, because the person you date should not be uncomfortable with your best friend of the opposite sex. It can be very telling of either side. There's option one, where your best friend actually does want more than a friendship, and again, that should have been communicated honestly a long time ago of what you guys are doing, what the intentions are. Or option two, you guys are genuinely best friends, brother and sister, unbreakable friendship, and your partner is still not okay with that just because of the fact that they are of the opposite sex. Then you need to take a look at the person that you're dating. It's not that that person is a bad human being or they have ill intent. It's nothing like that. I just feel that everybody is different, and whatever that person's going through, whether it be insecurity or just being uncomfortable because they have grown up differently, they don't have a best friend of the opposite sex to compare to, they've never been in that situation before. There's all different types of reasons why this could be happening. You still need to look deeper into that situation, because it's going to get ugly. Regardless on which party it gets ugly, it's gonna get ugly. And once again, it all comes down to open communication, honesty, and like-minded people. Once again, I'm telling you, all the stuff that we talk about is all connected. If you surround yourself with like-minded people, it'll be a wonderful thing. When Nay and I got together, she had no issue whatsoever with any of my male friends. I have two very close male friends. One, my best friend since I was 14, like I said before, and I guess you could speak on it if you'd like. I don't think that you had any issue with it, because you and I had open communication, you and I trusted each other, and you know, again, we like what we like. It's not about we're with a girl now, so it doesn't matter. There's a couple of her male friends that I got on the phone and I was like, bye. Like, you know what I mean? There's certain, I'm being extra, but you know what I mean? Like, there's certain people that do have bad intentions, and again, that has to be open communication. And
yeah, definitely. I think that I can speak for myself in saying that I feel comfortable and confident in the relationship that Chelley and I have, that, hey, like, if she has best friends who are males, but I think it just says a lot about the type of relationship you have with your partner. So I don't know, I'm not trying to say, oh my god, I'm so confident, like nothing can ever happen to me, like I cannot be replaced, like nothing like that. I just feel comfortable with my relationship with her, and I'm never gonna be like, oh, you can't have that friend because they're this sex or that sex. I mean, have all the friends you want. I mean, just know that if anyone tries anything, they're doesn't need to be said, but I'm just saying, like, I don't feel a way. I'd actually just rather both of us enjoy and live our lives, and should something happen, I'll deal with it then. But I mean, I know it's not going to, but that's also not for me to sit here and be in my relationship stressing about. What I also know is that it's not going to be coming from Chelley's part. I know that Chelley has respect for our relationship. Should anything happen, should someone be disrespectful, we'll deal with it, but I'm not going to sit here and be mad at her for something that she's actually not doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really fair to be like, oh, why did you let this person, like, why are you friends with them? Why are you talking to them? Like, hey, if she set her boundaries, she didn't know person A or person B was gonna be like, hey, boo, like, want to do this, want to move this way, want to go here, want to, you know what I mean? Like, right. It's not her fault, and it's not really for her to know, like, that they're gonna just kind of start acting that way. So realistically, and if something is gonna happen, then it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna sit here and, like, you know, beg for, I mean, I respect Chelley and I love Chelley and I know she won't, but at the end of the day, I will not sit here and beg her not to cheat or not to, you know, act weird or do some weird stuff behind my back. I just, no, she won't, because I know the type of person you are, and I know what she values in this relationship. So it's basically as simple as being comfortable enough to know that if something's gonna happen, you'll deal with it when it does, and to know that your partner is not the root of the problem. Hopefully that the trust is there within you and that person, and that the person you're actually with is not the person you have to worry about, you know? Because guess what? There's almost 8 billion people on the planet. Odds are there's gonna be a person here and there that's coming in trying to mosh up life, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You just figure it out as you go, and not everything has to be so deep every time, you know what I mean? So as long as you and your partner know what you want, then you're good. So, you know what I mean? Like, I tell Chelley, do you, boo, like, enjoy, like, live your life, do your thing, you know what I mean? And if something's going on, I will find out. That's all I can say, guys. I'm a Cancer. I know everything. Like, my gut will tell me something before my head even realizes.
She goes with the zodiac.
Sorry. Anyways, that's a whole separate thing. I'm just simply saying, if you know your relationship and you know your partner, you will know what you gotta know. So, like, literally don't sweat it. I realize that might be easier said than done, but it's the truth. Just, like, let your intuitions flow.
In some, guys, yes, it is very hot up in here. In some, yes, men and women can be friends. Anybody can be friends, guys. This question was just specifically, can men and women be friends? So that's why we're doing that. But, you know, we're lovers of all the people, so, you know. Yes, men and women can be friends. If you're coming from a couple's, I hate this, if you're coming from a couple's perspective, once again, just know everybody's intentions, know who your best friend is, know who your partner is, know who you are, because that's the main thing. That is the most important part. If you are insecure, or if you're not, figure that out. If your partner's insecure, or if they're not, figure that out. If your best friend is whatever, just figure it out. You guys know what I'm talking about. Everything needs to be open, communication, honest, blah, blah, blah.
Transparency.
Transparency is the key to life.
It is. It really actually is. Yeah. Underrated line right there. Underrated.
Yeah. Love. Hashtag that.
Right? Ew, yeah.
I hate that. Okay.
No.
Anyways, if you're coming from a single person's perspective, yes, men and women can be friends. Just go into it, as we said, open communication, figure out what that person wants. The conversation will be awkward because you don't want to come off as, oh, I'm the greatest thing in the world, like, do you like me or no? Oh, the other thing I want to throw out there, you said something and it reminded me, you do not want to have this conversation more than once. That is just hella awkward. You have it once, and like you said, if later down the line somebody was lying, then you just need to cut that off. Like, stop the cycle right there. Just stop the cycle, because they had their chance to be open and honest with you. They were not open and honest with you. You were not having that conversation again, because what are you gonna do every 4 months? Be like, hey, by the way, do you like me? Do you like me now? Are we just friends still? Like, nobody's gonna do that. That's stupid. Be open, be honest, have the conversation. Don't feel awkward about it. Just do it, because things need to be done. Life is hard, so you just gotta do it.
Any hoosers, you guys. Hopefully this video dove way deep down and answered your questions pertaining to this topic, and hopefully you're feeling good and confident and that you can make your next moves gracefully.
Thank you for joining us for another tea time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you're nasty, and don't forget to
tell your besties, tell your besties. Guys, we love you so much. Thank you for your continuous support. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers for the umpteenth time.
Like your high notes today.
Thank you. I'm trying like a little Mariah Carey situation.
Late. Oh my god.
You wouldn't dare.
Later, Kedz.